Hello, friends. Welcome to today's daily devotion. I'm reading from the Gospel of Matthew, the 12th chapter, verses 30 through 32. Hear now these words. "Whoever is not with me is against me," said Jesus, "and whoever does not gather with me scatters. And so I tell you, every kind of sin and slander can be forgiven, but blasphemy against the Spirit will not be forgiven. Anyone who speaks a word against the Son of Man will be forgiven, but anyone who speaks against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven, either in this age or in the age to come." Wow, what is Jesus talking about here? Jesus, he is the Son of Man, and he says, you can say anything you want about me, and that can be forgiven, but if you say bad things about the Spirit, if you blaspheme the Spirit, if you speak against the Holy Spirit, that will not be forgiven. So what does this mean? How does this apply to us? Well, theologians have debated this and weighed in with their opinions many, many times over the centuries since Jesus first spoke this. And I think the best explanation that I have heard, and one that resonates with me, is this. One of the purposes of the Holy Spirit is to convict us of our sinfulness and to help us experience the forgiveness that comes from God's grace by faith. God's grace pours down on you and on me, and the Holy Spirit gives us the ability to receive that grace, to embrace that grace, and it's our faith in God's grace that leads us into the path of salvation. By blaspheming the Holy Spirit, by speaking against the Holy Spirit, that's like saying, no, I don't want God's grace. I don't want anything to do with Jesus. Now, the grace still pours, but blaspheming against the Holy Spirit is like being out in a rainstorm holding up the umbrella. It's still raining, but it's not hitting you. Well, my friends, you may not want rain to hit you to make you wet, but believe me, we all want grace to fall like rain upon us. And so we need to receive the forgiveness that God gives us by grace that comes through the Holy Spirit. Because if we reject the Holy Spirit, we reject the grace and we lose everything. And I'll see you tomorrow for another daily devotion.